Hello everyone. We are going to be making pet rocks today. And the thing that I love about pet rocks are that they're so easy to take care of. You don't need to feed them, you don't need to take them for a walk, and they're super quiet, okay? Even quieter than fish. So the first thing we're gonna do when making our pet rocks is to find a rock. So you're gonna go outdoors somewhere and find a rock that you like, okay? And that's a good opportunity to make a choice. Do I want a smooth rock? Do I want a bumpy rock or a rock that has edges to it? Okay. We can find rocks that just lay down flat, or we can find rocks that maybe have a flat side where they will stand up. Okay. And the other thing we can do when we go to paint them, the first thing we're going to do is to put just a base coat on the rock, okay? That's a choice too. You don't have to do that, okay? I am inviting you, if the student who's doing this is either visually impaired or likes to explore sensory things, to have this be finger painting on rocks, okay? Because it gives that sort of sensory input and allows students to explore the rock tactilely with their hands. And so if you're doing that, I would recommend covering your surface with newspaper, the way I've done here, and then giving some color choices, if that's appropriate, and squirting the paint directly onto the rock. Oh boy, here we go. And I am just going to spread that paint along the surface of the rock with my hand. And it feels really cool because I'm feeling the bumpiness of the rock and the wetness of the paint. And I'm doing this with a non-toxic temper paint, okay? Now, for some of our students who may be a little tactilely defensive, it sometimes helps, and we do this in the classroom, to have two adults or even three adults with the student when you're doing this, if possible, and one person can be ready to make sure that nobody puts their hands in their mouth. We don't want that to happen, okay, especially with paint on it. And the other person can kind of help if the student needs help with the rock, and you can add more than one color when you're painting your rock. It really does feel cool when you're doing it, and you really get to feel the rock, which is awesome, okay? So you can do that with your hands, or you could use a brush, as most of us would think to do, okay? We're going to drop some pom-poms on the floor. Then we are going to wipe our hands off with a paper towel. And after you're done, then you can choose some things. I would let this dry. So wait for a period of time, let this dry, and then we can glue on lots of various materials. I have things here. I have googly eyes, I have shells, I have rhinestones. I also have some kind of different plastic doodads from various things. I have pom-poms that I dropped on the floor earlier, as you noticed. And we can use pom-poms as eyes, or we can use pom-poms as a nose, okay? I'm going to glue it on just to show you, even though it'll work better if I wait until this rock dries, but I'm going to glue it right on there, okay? And maybe I will use these googly eyes. And when you're working with the students, give them a choice of maybe two different things that they want to glue on as the eyes, and as the nose, and as the mouth. And some of our students will make their own choice without any help. They know what they want, and they'll reach for it, or they'll tell us what they want, okay? And that's about it. So have fun with your pet rocks. When you're done with your pet rock or after you put your base coat on, if you want it to be outside, add that clear coat, have an adult do that, okay? And when you're doing the tempera paint or the acrylic paint, cover your work surface so that you don't mess up your table, okay? Have fun with your pet rocks, and I will love to see a picture of your pet rocks, and tell me what their name is when you're done with them, okay? Have a great week, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.
Okay.